people. People are worried. There's a pandemic and sheer panic all over. Everyone is stuck inside and slowly going insane. What is there to do?
Hi, I'm John Johnstein with Activision Support. The world is changing, and fast. People are spending more time at home, which means more time to do things like game with the boys. And we at Activision Support want everyone who has given us money to use our services to know that I can guarantee that our games will constantly and sporadically crash for the entire duration of this pandemic, and more. Here at Activision, we pride ourselves on our inability to connect with or receive what our customers have to say. You have a problem? Well, good luck. Wait times are up to 10 months. Just ask this customer we've had wait for months now. Yeah, hi, I'm Alex Mador. I've been tweeting at these motherfuckers since October about their shitty game that I paid money for. Listen, the game is fun. I like playing it. That's why when it doesn't work, I want to fucking drive a cucumber through a pigeon. Here at Activision, we will get back to you 3 months later and then leave your reply on red for another 5 months until you've just about given up on the game. By the time we get to you, the problems you had are fixed, but now there's new ones. Isn't that great? Here's the thing, you have no other choice but to wait for us. And don't even think about saying anything mean. We're owned by Blizzard, and Blizzard is known for terminating accounts that they don't like. Activision Support. Suck our tiny incel dicks. Because what are you going to do? Not play the game?
Ladies and gentlemen, the short news with your host, Alex Mador.
What is up, party people, and welcome back to the Short News Podcast. Short News Podcast. Sorry, I got the vaccine, and all of a sudden I sound like this. I don't know what happened. It just sound like all of a sudden I got the vaccine, and now I'm just like, we couldn't turn around till we were upside down. I can't do any more of it, otherwise I'll get, copyrighted, struck, or whatever it is, but now, listen here. I'm your good pal, Auto-Tune Christopher Walken, talking to you with Auto-Tune. Whoa. Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry. We'll get on to it now. That was a fun joke, but let's get back to the news. Yeah. We're extra silly today. Let me just fix my audio levels here. So welcome to the Short News Podcast. And I'm feeling all right. I did get the COVID vaccine yesterday. I got the first half of it. So one more shot to go in 2 weeks, and I'm excited, man. I can't wait to see my family. It's so fucked up that this is the only way to see them safely. But this whole entire pandemic has been, disturbing to all of us, I think. And that's something we can all agree on. Whenever I go out and I'm like, oh shit, I need my mask, and put it on, I start thinking about how fucked up it is that before we come into contact with anyone, which honestly doesn't happen that often for us, we have to put on equipment, like we're in outer space or something. It's dystopian. I have to put on an N95 mask to get the mail or pick up Grubhub, get food. It's really weird. Like when you like think about when you're like being mindful of that, and I've been normalizing it for so long. And now now I'm realizing how much of my life has been changed because of this pandemic, and I'm sick of it. Yesterday I was so bored, or no, 2 days ago, I was so bored, I actually started playing Fortnite and enjoying it. Like, I'm so depressed because of the fact that I can't do shit. There's nothing to even do if I wanted to, and my family members, um, a lot of them aren't getting vaccines. A lot of them don't believe in vaccines, even though the studies that say that they were harmful, the 2 studies that people cite often, were found to be false. And the dudes who came up with that bullshit saying vaccines are bad had to apologize to the science community for being stupid and like terrible scientists who shat on science. Those dudes are the reason so many people in my family are uneducated on these fucking vaccines. Like, why, when something is created that could better society, do the same ignorant people try to find some sinister reason for it to be bad that has no base in reality? Why would the government waste so much money on shipping an entire population of people when smartphones and watches are pretty much attached to us at all times? That can be evidenced by the Capitol attack on January 6th. They've caught so many people because of the digital footprint they left, as well as EXIF data from photos and videos that they took. They can already do it well enough. It doesn't fucking make sense. And then you have the people who say the vaccine messes with mRNA. And dude, like, I barely know what that is. It's like the messengers. Okay, here, let me explain the best. Alex mansplains mRNA. So it's the messengers that tell your body, hey, there's this COVID vaccine we just got. It's got these traits. You need to be able to fight viruses with these traits that this thing has. Here's the piece of the virus. You do what you got to do. Create antibodies. Fight this shit. And then your body trains itself thanks to the messenger, the mRNA, telling it to make these antibodies to fight off COVID. It's training. You know, it's getting ready for the day that it comes in contact with COVID. So then when you get it, you're not gonna like feel the symptoms. You probably aren't gonna die. Yeah, all because of science, thanks to the vaccine. It's really not that sinister. But yeah, I got the vaccine. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't feel mind controlled or nanobots or autistic or anything out of the ordinary. Maybe a little foggy for a day and a half, a day or two, but the worst part, honestly, was waiting in the actual place to get the vaccine, at the hospital. That was a pain in the ass. So like, I get there like 10:45. I have an 11 o'clock appointment, and it's chaos when I walk in. Absolute chaos. There's Karens all over the place, like yelling at security, just being like, "This is ridiculous. This is abhorrent. I can't." Like, I don't know what she was outraged about, but something. Karens everywhere. And listen, I haven't been around a single Karen in over a year now, which has been great. But they're everywhere when you're trying to get your vaccine. Some of them are like faking issues, like faking conditions that they have just so they can get this shit. They don't even have appointments. They're just showing up and cutting the lines, interrupting when people are helping you, taking up space and complaining to security about things that are out of security's control, like the length of the line to get in. And they take extra long to check in. Like, what is your fucking deal here, lady? Just tell them your name and move on. You should have your ID and insurance information out before they call you up. It's infuriating. So, I find my way to the right place. I'm waiting in line, and there are these ladies who look like they're in line and definitely look like they're on the list of people who qualify based on BMI. So, I think, okay, they must be in line. And I'm waiting behind them for like 5 minutes before realizing they're not in fucking line. Because I like talk to them and they're like, oh no, we're just sitting here. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? sitting right in the middle of the fucking line. You idiots. So I walk past them, I fill out a form, get called up to the desk after waiting for like 30 minutes, have to give them my insurance information. And I don't know what this lady is doing on her computer because she's not typing. She's not typing anything in. I'm just waiting in this spot for like 10 minutes while she like looks at shit on her screen. And finally, she approves me, and I go to the doctor, sits me down, asks me some questions about do I have any allergies, um, what's my condition, am I okay with getting this vaccine, like blah blah blah, and so then he calls over the nurse. She gives him the needle, which has the shot preloaded in there, obviously, and I see the needle, and I'm like, well, that's a needle, all right. That's indeed a needle. And I look away and I can't tell if he's rubbing an alcohol swab on me or doing the shot or both. But literally 10 to 15 seconds later, he's like, okay, you're all set. And I'm like, wait, what? You did it already? And he's like, yeah, it's quick, right? So that was a cool feeling. I went to sit down the waiting area for 15 minutes just to make sure I didn't have an anaphylactic reaction when then I went home. So then it's the next day when I'm recording this and I'm feeling all right. The only thing is my arm really hurts, like it's very sore. But that's about it. And I went to bed early, but that was also because I was celebrating St. Patty's Day kind of too hard and got tired at like 9 p.m. But I'm feeling good. Pretty relieved that I finally got it. I have one more dose in a couple of weeks at the beginning of April. I'm really looking forward to that and being able to go to Yankees games again or do anything. I'll probably get to see my family again after over a year of not being able to and complaining about it on this podcast. That's pretty crazy, you know? Be able to go out and get some sun, possibly not have to wear masks as much, and I can breathe in actual air. I can't wait for that. So, in conclusion, the vaccine isn't that bad. So far, I'll let you know about the second dose, but the hardest part is waiting in line, and that's pretty much it. I think I think the different brands have different side effects. I got the Pfizer one, so keep in mind that's the one that didn't give me many side effects other than the hurt arm. I can't move it very far. Oh, hurts even more now. The mobility is limited, but I highly suggest that once you qualify, you go and get the vaccine to keep everyone around you and yourself safe. Because that's what vaccines are for, to keep us safe. They've been around for such a long time, there's no need to question something that's been proven to be effective for like ever. We have this thing that's able to prevent us and our loved ones from getting sick and dying. And people are choosing to rebel against the status quo of getting it simply because they want to rebel against the system. Listen, I hate the system as much as the next guy, but when the system comes up with a way to get out of a terrible situation that we've been trapped in, a terrible life-threatening situation that we've been trapped in for such a long time, you should just accept the damn thing, and we can all go back to living our lives normally. Don't you want to live in a world where you don't have to stay in your apartment all day? I want that so badly. It drives me insane. I'm so pale. But anyways, that's enough vaccine talk. It's been a busy week for me, and I'm sure for a lot of people. NBA Top Shot dropped a surprise pack 2 nights ago, and they're doing a $200-something pack this afternoon at 12 PST or 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So, get on that. There's only going to be like 40,000 packs, I think. 40,420 packs. So, keep that in mind. Try to get in if you can. I know I'm going to be on that at 2:30, just sitting at the computer. I don't fuck around when it comes to NBA Top Shot. So I hope I get it. I really hope I do. Because last time they put me in the line, like maybe there were like 29,000 people ahead of me and there were 25,000 packs a few nights ago. That was frustrating. That was so depressing. Because I'm just sitting there in line, like, oh, maybe I could get it, maybe not. Once it got to like 1,000 packs left and there were like 3,000 people in front of me, I was like, no, there's no way. It's not happening. Not tonight. Susie was sitting with me, just looking at me like, what? What are you? Dad, what is this? Why are you waiting by this computer, like shaking, all pumped up about a bunch of fake trading cards? And I'm like, Susie, you're a cat. So I accidentally got into a feud with a professor. It's ridiculous. She hasn't been sending me any emails about the class, but she's been sending them to everyone else. I don't think I'm on her list. And listen, that's not a big deal, right? I emailed her and she never got back to me. That was 2 weeks ago when I reached out asking for help. She sends me this email the other day saying you weren't in class yesterday, and I'm like, I've been trying to reach out for you. I've been trying to reach out to you, and you never responded. The only way I got the information about the first assignment was through a classmate. And she sends me this heated email back, fucking hostile as shit. Some of it in all caps and trying to blame me, claiming I'm throwing accusations around when I literally just want to be on the same email list as everyone else in the class. Like, just check the fucking email list, make sure I'm on it, and if not, fucking add me. It's not that big of a deal. I just want to be in the loop on what's going on in this fucking course that I'm paying money for. You don't have to crucify me for this shit. I literally don't have any idea what's going on because you never responded to me and never sent me shit until you wanted to rip into me. I've checked all my emails. Everyone else in the class got them, you fucking bitch. The whole email was just about blaming me for everything when I took the proper steps to get into contact with her. I wasn't coming at her with aggression or accusations. It's fucking ridiculous. I just want to be on the email list. This is the professor, too, who only cares about promoting her fucking book, cares more about that than the actual class teaching anybody. How the fuck am I supposed to do any assignments if I don't even know what the assignments are? Because I'm not on the fucking email list. I am literally reaching out to you because I am confused and don't know what to do. And your only response was to blame me and throw all this fucking hostility my way. I have never received such an aggressive email from a professor in my entire life, especially for something so minor that could be fixed in a second. So, being as stunned as I am about this, I went to her Rate My Professor to see if others have had a similar experience. And yes, they have. They definitely have. So let's see. I'm not going to tell you her name, but let's look at these ratings. So we go to her page, Rate My Professors. Out of 5, she gets an average overall 2.8. Not great. Only 29% say they would take again. 54 ratings. Here are the most helpful ratings. Quality 2.0, awful. Whatever you decide to do after reading this, be ready to face the consequences of Professor Blank. Is not the typical professor you want to take in college. Be ready for her to embarrass you and disrespect you in front of all of your classmates. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. That's exactly what I'm feeling. I feel like I'm getting bullied by a fucking college professor. She's fucking psycho. Quality 1. She got a 1 out of 5 from this person. And high difficulty. Awful. Again, another awful. As most of the previous comments say, let me tell you right now, they are 100% accurate with no exaggeration. This professor will have you on an emotional roller coaster physically and mentally. Throughout the entire semester, you will be working in a group. She is not approachable at all. Very stuck up and makes you feel stupid for asking questions. That's exactly what happened. I email her asking to put, give me the emails I'm not getting. And then she fucking makes me feel like shit for that. So another 1.0 out of 5. Another awful. It says awful. They all say awful. Don't take this class unless you want to hear her talk about her home life rather than teaching. She would spend most of the class time going off topic, in all caps, off topic. She's not very clear when it comes to assignments. She's very stuck up. With that being said, she also gets mad when students answer questions that she asks in class. Huh. Why? Wait, when students answer questions that she asks in class. Or when students ask questions that she's answered already in class. I don't know. Another awful here, 1.0. Does not teach for the life of her. Just rants for an hour and a half. Comes off pretty stuck up and snarky. She's one of those people, those kinds of people that thinks having a PhD makes them better than everyone else. But if you can look past that and just do the assignments and participate here and there, you'll be good. But still, quality 1.0 out of 5. Here's a 2.0 out of 5, but it says awful as well. At first, she was okay. She seemed to be giving off good energy. If she does not like you, she will not pass you. I learned more about her life and her daughter than about sociology itself. Likes to talk a lot. Her homework and project requirements are unclear. It was a waste of time. Would not take again. Another awful beneath that one, 1.0 out of 5. I thought she was alright at first, but as the semester progressed, she started becoming unhelpful and rude. She never graded anything or let us know what our actual grades were for the 4 assignments she even gave us the entire semester. She makes you talk to her through WhatsApp and is not clear on the homework or assignments. Do not take her. Yeah, this is why I'm thinking of taking an incomplete on this class. I'd rather do that than keep taking her. She's making me feel so fucking distraught about this class. This is exactly what I'm dealing with here. I don't know how I'm going to pass this class. I guess I have to go to her office hours. But I know the whole time she's going to be fucking berating me for being irresponsible when, again, I wasn't getting the emails that she was sending to everyone else. I don't know why. I don't know if she just doesn't like me. I don't know if she has a thing against Asians. Do you have a thing against Asians, Professor? She's probably going to Google me and find this. I might title it your name. I don't know. We'll see. I literally have not known for weeks now what I'm supposed to be doing. And most likely, she's not going to start sending me the emails anytime soon. Because she doesn't want to admit that she didn't add me to the list of people, and she doesn't like me. So she's going to try to fuck me over. I can already tell what kind of person this is. So that's fun. That's all kinds of fun. School was going really well until this lady came into my life. I cannot stand her. I would not, could not, on a boat. So yeah, that's my life right now. So in the next couple of episodes, I seem kind of stressed out. Now you know why, because I'm getting pegged in the asshole by my professor just for asking for help from her. Speaking of I would not, could not on a boat, you know where I'm going with this. Senator Ted Cruz has been on TV a little bit lately. We all know how much he loves to show his stupid fucking face on Fox News. He's a rock star on there, so I thought we could continue our roasting of Ted Cruz segment and see what his takes on current events are and compare them to what's actually happening, the reality of things, and what people actually need. So let's do that. Damn, Sean Spicer is a correspondent of Newsmax now? That's crazy. Damn, times have changed, but okay, this is from Senator Ted Cruz's official verified YouTube page. I done ripped off the DVR again and put it on YouTube because I didn't know if people would want to see more of me than they already have to see. You know, I think I'm just as attractive as Ariana Grande. Randy. I don't know how y'all say it, but you know, we're all doing great here in Cancun, Texas. That's where I am. I'm definitely not flying from Cancun to the Bahamas and getting my testicle transplant that I couldn't get when I went to Cancun the first time. Okay, the testicle thing is probably getting old, but he has no balls. He has no balls.
What's the deal with Ted Cruz having no balls?
Here we go.
But here to weigh in on that and so much more is Texas Republican Senator
What's
Ted
the
Cruz.
deal?
Senator, really great to have you.
Sean, great to be with you. Mercy.
Sean, it's great to be with you here. I'm coming to you from my bungalow in the Bahamas, where I have endless amounts of martinis and margaritas, and I am chillin'. Yeah, sure, the country is in ruins, and there's a virus, but I took my stimmy money, 'cause I got that. I took that stimmy money from a prisoner who needed it, and I applied it to my plane ticket, so that's where we're going here, Sean. Good to see you.
Great to be with you as well.
Hey, Senator, before we get, I want to get to the story, and I know that you are going to have plenty to say on this, but there is a story that just has come out from the Director of National Intelligence that says Iran actually interfered in the election, that it was weighing in on behalf of now President Biden. What's your take on this bombshell story that's just breaking?
Well, at this point, I've just seen the top headlines. I haven't seen the particular report from the Director of National Intelligence, but the headlines that I've seen are that our intelligence community concluded that the Ayatollah Khamenei wanted Joe Biden to win, and that the Ayatollah authorized Iran to spend money to try to influence the election and to try to encourage people to vote against Donald Trump. I'm looking forward to reading the report to learn.
I think a lot of people were encouraging people to not vote for Donald Trump, and I'm sure that foreign countries were advocating in different ways to make sure Trump did not become president again. Probably. I don't know how far. I don't know if it goes to a point where it's illegal and it's something that we need to look into. Probably, maybe. I don't know. I'm not the intelligence community. I'm not. I can't pretend to be. I don't know. But I will, if... How would Iran have intervened, though? To undercut Trump. So they told people don't vote for Trump and he's bad. Yes, so was I. Did I interfere with the election? No. I just don't, I don't know what their definition of, interfere is.
Learning what the specifics and details are. And I got to say, it's not surprising because if you look at during the Obama-Biden presidency,
if you look at the area between my legs, you will see nothing at all. Nothing at all. You'll see nothing. The testicle transplant that I was just mentioning, Sean, it didn't take. I went down to Mar-a-Lago to see Donnie, and he ripped them right back off. They were tender. They were just freshly on there, sewed on there. He tore them right off. Now I got to go back to Cancun, get my ball transplant again, and we're probably gonna do it all over again. I actually made an NFT of my testicle, because that's the only way that I can own a pair. But that got stolen from my crypto wallet, so now I don't even have that. But yes, election fraud happened because I said so, and because I thought the election was unfair, because I wanted to oppress more people, and so it's unfair. And I'm going to call it fraud, even though other countries are allowed to have opinions on who they want to be the president of the United States based on how they're going to have the best relations with the United States. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry.
Worst foreign policy mistake of the entire 8 years of that presidency was the catastrophic Obama-Iran nuclear deal that put over $100 billion in the hands of the Ayatollah. The most significant foreign policy decision President Trump made was to pull out of that disastrous deal. So, of course, the Ayatollah wants the administration that is going to give him billions of dollars versus the administration that stood up and employed maximum pressure to cut off the cash. And it's worth remembering, the Ayatollah routinely leads chants of death to America.
Did he just fart? Wait.
Ayatollah routinely leads chants.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He did. He farted. He farted. Let me get it. Let me back that up.
Cash. And it's worth remembering, the Ayatollah routinely leads chants of death to America.
You heard that? Ready?
The Ayatollah routinely leads chants of Israel. Leads chants. The Ayatollah routinely leads chants.
That was a fart. That was a fart. Ted's going Wendy Williams. We've only gotten a minute and like 55 seconds into this video, and I'm already just like, stop it here. He farted. He farted. Ted, come on, man. You're on TV. It's so gross.
Of death to America and death to Israel. And if history teaches you anything, it is that when someone tells you they want to kill you, you should believe them.
Okay, well, Senator, we know that this might be payback time for Biden, considering that the Ayatollah has, in essence, helped him out in this election. But let's shift gears here. We know that Biden is very weak on the border. You just announced that you're heading down with Senator Cornyn for a Codell coming up. And so talk to us on why we're seeing this overwhelming surge of migrants that are coming through the border and the stress that it's putting on our Border Patrol agents.
Oh, our poor Border
Patrol
agents.
Well, sure, as you noted, I've teamed up with John.
Poor fucking Border Patrol agents being paid to make sure people who are unfortunate enough to need to come to the United States to escape some sort of poverty or danger, to keep them out from the country where they're trying to get in for safety. Wow. Those poor Border Patrol fucking people with their guns and their job security and their benefits and all that stuff. You poor. You know what?
You are fake news.
You're fake news, bitch. I said it. Bitch. Yeah, that's right. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You wanna fight me? Who are you? Who are even you? Newsmax? Fucking Newsmax. Is that one of those like super right wing conspiracy fucking is that like OAN?
Give me that pussy.
I don't know. I don't know why I did that, but that's not very nice.
John Cornyn and the two of us have invited our colleagues to come down to Texas, come down to the border. There are going to be a number of senators next week that fly down with us to visit the border. We're seeing an absolute crisis on hold. It is a humanitarian crisis, it is a national security crisis, and it is a health crisis that are all unfolding. And it is the direct result of policy mistakes and decisions made by the Biden administration. So Joe Biden came in, and one of the first things he did was halted all construction of the wall.
Yeah. The wall is a waste of time, a waste of money, a waste of resources, and it's just wrong. We shouldn't. What are we, China? We need a giant wall. We build wall. No people get in. We build big wall. That was not my Chinese accent, just to make clear. That was my Cro-Magnon. Fuck. No, like my Asian accent is more like, Alex, did you do your homework? You have to do your homework. No, what was that? I can't do an Asian accent. Like, oh, we built wall, big wall. Keep out enemies. Oh, 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 oh. That's what I meant by that. A wall is so like primal or like basic. It's such like a Cro-Magnon type of fucking move. Build big wall. Big wall. Oh, oh. Yeah, so we don't need a wall. Okay? Okay? We don't need a wall. Take it from me. I'm the guy who built the wall. It was great while it lasted, but I've been told it doesn't work. So great. Such a great wall. People can climb right over it. So great. Such a great wall. I don't even know why they're complaining.
He then reinstituted catch and release so that when we catch illegal immigrants, they now release them, say, hey, you got a
Instead of holding them in a cage.
court date sometime in the future. Hope you show up. A whole bunch of them don't. He also ended the Remain in Mexico policy. It was a big foreign policy and immigration victory that President Trump had won, where when you have Central American migrants that cross through Mexico and were seeking to come into America, the government of Mexico agreed to keep them in Mexico while their claims were proceeding here. And that ending catch and release and the Remain in Mexico policy together had...
Why do we make it so hard for people to come into the country, though? That's what I don't understand. America is the country of immigrants.
Coming soon from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We lost a pivotal piece of the Avengers last year. Chadwick Boseman is gone, and he's left a hole in our hearts and in our wallets. We need to continue making a Black Panther movie, even though the main character's actor tragically passed away. We wanted to pay our respects to this revolutionary piece of the cinematic universe and continue the legacy with someone who could carry on as the Black Panther. That's why we got Christopher Walken.
Now, listen here. I'm the great African king you've been looking for. Oh, look at all these ladies with the bald heads. There must be a bad case of alopecia in the water or something.
Kevin Feige, the producer of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, made the final decision to replace Chadwick Boseman with Christopher Walken for the Black Panther character. He's received many questions about his decision.
Honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Christopher just wandered in one day and started eating at craft services. We thought, yeah, sure, there's plenty of young black actors that would be perfect to play this iconic character, but Christopher Walken, I mean, such a big name.
I was thinking to myself, Christopher, that's how I refer to myself. You've played every type of character there is. You've done it all. What's left? And I settled on superhero. Everyone's doing it. I don't really see why people are so upset about me playing Black Panther. I don't even know what whitewashing is. I'm white, and I wash myself in the tub every day. Now, you're telling me I can't do that, so I'm not. I stopped taking baths because of all those damn keyboard warriors.
Christopher smells bad. It's like old man stink mixed with public mall restroom. We here at Marvel tried explaining to him what whitewashing is, but we honestly don't know either. Just buy tickets to this, please. Then he might finally take a shower.
Black Panther starring Christopher Walken. Possibly not coming ever and most likely to be cancelled.
Walking Naka Naka forever, baby. Is that how you say it? I don't know yet. I don't know.
Hey, what's up? It's Alex. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Ted, you're not even from here. Aren't you from Canada? You're an immigrant. You're from Canada, dude. What the hell? Bro. This is obviously a country of immigrants. How do you like it if people did that to you, man? If they were just like no, like you can't come in just because like we're holding you in Mexico because we don't know if you're good or bad and we have to keep you held up like that for 7 to 45 years. You may die before you get into America. Fucking ridiculous.
Dramatic success reducing the number of illegal immigrants crossing the border. Well, Joe Biden ended that policy, and as a result, we're seeing a dramatic increase in illegal crossings. And the group in particular that's spiking dramatically is unaccompanied minors, because the Biden administration announced if you're a kid and you're alone, you can stay, and they're going to let you stay and let you go free. And the predictable results of that is that the number of children coming is going up and up and up. And we saw 4 years of kids in cages, kids in cages. Well, those cages had been built by Barack Obama, and now new cages are being built by Joe Biden. And I got to tell you, I've visited those detention facilities many times. I'll be there next week with a group of senators. And the kids who are being brought in, they're being brought in by human traffickers. These traffickers are violent criminal cartels. They are subjecting these children to physical abuse, to sexual abuse. No one who cares about humanity, who cares about compassion, would want little boys and little girls.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but that's not the case for that's not every single case of immigrants trying to come over. It's not. Some of them they're just kids with their parents or kids by themselves or whatever, trying to get a better life and escape from a fucking nightmare of a situation. And Ted just wants to keep them out in any possible way he can without saying straight up, we don't want these people in our country. That's what he means, but he won't come out and say that. He's just going to make it as hard as possible for those people to gain citizenship.
In the custody of human traffickers. That's what the Biden administration is doing, and they refuse to even acknowledge it's a crisis as it gets worse and worse and worse.
Yeah. Senator, I hope, can you stick around for a moment? We got a lot to get to on the border. Plus, I really want to get your take on this unbelievable Washington Post walk back story. Yeah. If we can do that, we'll bring you back right after this break. All right, we're
Should we watch this part? Let me see. What time are we at? You know, I wanted to keep the Ted Cruz stuff kind of light today. I don't want to exhaust it. So let's hold up on the Ted Cruz for today. I know I've said this before. He is the gift that keeps on giving. He wasn't that bad today. I mean, he was bad. Being anti-immigration is not cool just because we're the United States of America. We are all from immigrants. My family came here from Korea 2 generations ago. That's it. Just 2 generations ago. not that far off. So, like, it doesn't make sense that we make people just trying to come get a better life out to be invaders. Because they're not. I think I had a dream last night that Ted Cruz was a listener of the show, and it hurts his feelings every time he hears another episode. So we're going to keep doing that until that dream comes true, because it's what needs to be done for the fate of America. The dude still thinks he's hot shit. Like, no, man, nobody thinks that. Even in your party, they think you're fucking lame. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, Ted, but that's that. So, we must now move on to other things that are not Ted Cruz related. Here's some news. I got my stimulus check, and a bunch of other people I know got theirs as well. That's exciting. I already bought a couple of NFTs. I got this one called a Buff Boy, and this other really cool GIF art of a neon light. I'm probably gonna hold on to these for a while before even thinking of selling them, but Susie is still on there as a looping GIF. But I'm being interrupted here. I don't remember where I was. Yeah, NFT of Susie. I mentioned that. So get that while it's hot, because nobody's bought it. But it's like $20 now, super cheap. Like the gas fee will probably cost you more than the actual price. Damn Ethereum miners charging so much money just to make a transaction on the blockchain. It's supposed to get better when they update Ethereum. I don't really know what that means, but I do know that cheaper mining fees are a great thing for the market, because it'll allow for more people to get involved, because not everyone can afford to pay those ridiculous fees. Like, if you want to buy an NFT for $15 at a normal hour of the day, it'll cost you an extra $60 to $90 on top of that price just for the miner fee. And that definitely needs to change before this can become profitable for normal people. Otherwise, it won't. And some artists on there are really cool, a lot of them. I've talked to a couple of the ones that I've bought things from. I like to have a personal connection with the artist whose work I'm buying if I possibly can. That way I can better understand and appreciate their work. It's an interesting new hobby, and I'm obsessed with it. So what else is going on? We talked vaccine, stimmy checks, angry, scary professor. Is there any other news? I guess not really, so it's time to move on to the best part of the show. Keeping up with the Karens, where we look at the latest videos involving Karens freaking out about some dumb shit in public. I wish my professor was on this. Alright, so here we go. Apparently this one's an anti-Asian Karen?
This is actually public accommodation. Look at all these dudes following us around Target because we don't have a mask on. People could loot and riot and burn stuff down, but we are the threat here. No, we don't have to do anything. This is.
Oh no, she's the Karen. She's the Karen. Okay, now I get it. What did that say? Okay.
Public accommodation. It's a public accommodation.
You don't have a public accommodation. There's no such thing. There is no public accommodation for wearing a mask. It's called get the fuck out of this store. You have a public accommodation? Okay, see my asshole. That's what I would say as the employee.
And you're threatening us, and I don't really appreciate it. So, well, we could do whatever we want, and we are going to.
You actually
no,
can't.
we aren't.
You can't do whatever you want. This woman without a face mask is at Target with another maskless woman, possibly her friend, protesting Target's face mask policy. And then she was jabbing at Black Lives Matter about looting, rioting, and burning, racist overtones. Like, that's okay, yeah, this person's right. It's a private business. If they have a mask policy, then you follow it or leave. That's
We're not
that.
going to go outside. We're going to do whatever we want because this is a free country. And guys, do not touch. Do not touch.
Do not put your hand to me because I will.
Why is she laughing and smiling? Like she's doing this on purpose to cause a problem. And it's disgusting. You're a fully grown adult. You're in Target. There is a pandemic. Do the right thing. And put on a fucking mask. You know, if you want a mask, I can sell you one. I can sell you one if you go to www.shortnewspod.com, scroll down to where you see shop, click on shop. You'll find the Karen repellent mask. It says, what does it say on it? Stupidity is not a medical condition. And then I want to make one that says, fuck your accommodation. I don't know if that's like ableist though, or it could be seen as interpreted as ableist, but it's not. It's saying you don't have an accommodation to not wear a mask. It's called get the fuck out. I don't know, something like that. But yes, Short News Shop. Go to www.shortnewspod.com. Check out the shop. There's stuff on there. Yeah, you can get some merch. You can use a discount code number 5 and then spelled out SEVEN 757. There you go. There's your discount code, lady, and fuck yourself. Let's continue.
Call the police. I'll file charges against him.
Wow.
Oh, do you see what he's
Wow.
doing? Do you see what he's doing?
Look at this guy.
Is this assault?
This,
Is this assault?
he has a basket in front of us. Target security.
This needs to stop.
Right?
Has a basket in front of them? Yeah, because you need to leave. He's trying to like shepherd you out because you're causing a disturbance. You're a danger to everyone in the store. Nobody knows where you've been. So like, just do the right thing. Either wear the mask or get out. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Can you get your
Guys?
minions out? Can you get your minions out? Get them out.
No, we're not walking outside. We're not walking outside. And this is the law. You guys are false imprisonment. This is false imprisonment. This is stalking. This is harassment, and this is assault. So
This is false imprisonment. This is stalking. This is harassment. This is assault, is what she said. Well, so which one is it? It's all of those? Do you know what any of that means? Do you know the definition of any of those things? They're trying to get you out. They're not imprisoning you. They're telling you to leave. That is the opposite of imprisonment. You're the one harassing them. I really hope the cops come and just tackle her.
So, look at these guys. These people are following us because we're not wearing a mask. Yeah. And we are exempt.
Anti-maskers love Target for some reason. Yeah, what the hell? Why do they always go to Target or like department stores or Trader Joe's, like the most just like normal place, and just screw it up for everyone? The majority of people are fine with wearing a mask in public. That's the thing. They have the common sense to know that it has to be done and that there's consequences to themselves or for other people if they don't. Medical consequences. I mean, not like the police saying, hey, put that on. I don't think they care. But like, you could get sick. You could get somebody you know sick. You could get somebody at Target sick. You don't know. So why even risk it? Like, you know better than all the people wearing a mask? You don't. You fucking don't. You know better because you're not getting the vaccine because of some shit you read on Google? Newsflash, not everything on Google that you see is true. I don't know how clear that needs to be. How much clearer that needs to be. But apparently, it's not clear enough.
And we are allowed to shop here as California Civil Code 54-1. Okay. And these people over here, They're all discriminating against us. They're threatening us, and they are doing.
They're not discriminating against you. You're not wearing a mask. Again, that's the store's policy, and it's not just like they made it up for you. Everybody else around you is doing it, so doesn't it make sense to do that since everyone else is, to keep you safe and to keep the employees safe? I could explain this so many different ways. It just makes me so mad.
Yes, you guys are. You're following me around saying that I have to leave.
Yes,
So,
you
yes.
have to leave.
Following people around is threatening.
Well, no, it doesn't matter if it's a store policy. You're breaking the law.
It doesn't matter if it's store policy or breaking the law. No, store policy trumps law in this case. When it comes to dress code, store policy trumps law. If I go on the golf course in a fucking t-shirt, they won't let me play. T-shirt and sneakers, they'll be like, no, go change and come back. I'm not going to be like, this is discrimination. You're discriminating against me because I'm wearing a t-shirt and sweats and sneakers on the golf course. Like, there is a dress code. There are certain things you have to do to get into certain places. It's as simple as that. To go shopping at Target, you have to wear a mask. It's not a big fucking deal.
Okay? So, well, you guys are breaking the law, and this is a public accommodation.
The
And
accommodation.
this is not private property. This is private. It doesn't matter. It's open to the public, so it's public accommodation. You can't make a rule that breaks the law, and you're making a rule that's breaking the law. So California Civil Code 54(1) states that you can't discriminate against people with. Yes, you guys are.
Just like my mask says, ma'am, stupidity is not a medical condition. I think we need to make that very clear. Stupidity is not a medical condition. So they're not discriminating against you. You're the one who's not following their rules. If you're not following store policy, if you shit on the floor in Target, they have the right to kick you out because they have a rule probably that says don't shit on the floor. It's the same thing. They don't want you spreading your germs. We're in a pandemic. She probably thinks it's fake.
Yes, you are. Oh, so you're not discriminating, but you have the right to discriminate? No, you're just discriminating and you're breaking the law. So you, Sam, and you, George, you guys will be held accountable. Yeah, sure. And we're going to walk around.
I need you to leave.
No, we're going to walk around. Yeah, we are. So they're going to refuse service
Holy
to us
shit, this goes on for a while.
because we're not wearing a mask. Look,
This is the whole so the whole 10-minute video is just this one Karen.
at these guys just chasing us around.
And you couldn't do it alone, so you called more people.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
came to harass us and assault us. So you are harassing us and you are threatening us, and that's against the law. Thanks.
So they're not going to serve us, so we might as well leave.
So
Yeah, they're
we're
not gonna
going to
serve
try
you, so you
to
might as well leave.
purchase some things.
You know what's gonna happen though. You know they're gonna refuse you service. So why are you doing this and recording it? This whole thing. She plotted this whole thing to make a scene. These people don't get paid enough to deal with you, lady. They don't. I'm sorry to say, they don't get paid enough to deal with stupid cunts like you. They just voted against the pay enough to deal with stupid cunts act. The $15 minimum wage. They didn't vote for that. So you doing this is just making so many people's days worse. Fucking stupid. You're accomplishing nothing, but you're on a Karen compilation now. So I guess you accomplished that. You're infamous.
like rubbing alcohol. We're in the rubbing alcohol section. So I need some rubbing alcohol. I wanted to pick up some decorations for our Thanksgiving picnic, but I don't think this is going to happen. So,
Oh, this is from Thanksgiving time?
I picked up one thing, and this is our manager over here, who went to go tell the people at self-checkout probably not to be able to check. We're not even asking people to check us out. We're gonna check out
I hope they shut down
by
the self-checkout.
ourselves, and look at what these people are probably gonna do to us. So we have a self-checkout place. Look at these guys. They're so paranoid. On the phone.
Yeah, because you're a problem for
that
them.
Will be. Oh my gosh. They're calling security.
Doesn't matter. You can call whoever the hell you want. We're gonna check it.
Alright, so we have alcohol. So I am checking out. Oh yeah. Here we go.
I hate these people so much. Oh my god. Like, I'm seething with rage.
So I got my a little alcohol bottle.
She literally just like, she bought the first thing that she saw on the shelf just to like try to make this whole point. Are they gonna let her out? Like, I hope they don't let her leave with the merchandise. I really hope they just shut down the I hope they shut down the self-checkout before they're done.
Oh, there's a checkout over there.
Oh,
Okay, so got. Okay, well.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, hold on. Dora, I want to get
Oh no. Oh no, what is she gonna get? Is she like I assume that these people are on like Xanax or something because they like just the way they're acting, like so belligerent and with just no care about how stupid they look right now. It tells me that they're on something.
You need to stop harassing patrons. Seriously? You need to stop. So I actually couldn't get all my things because they were so busy harassing us. So I'm gonna go back inside and get the stuff that I need to get.
I'm gonna go back inside and get the stuff I need to get. So she's pushing it even more. This lady needs to get arrested. This is not okay.
So, thank you.
Yeah, literally doesn't know how to conduct herself in public.
So I have this little wreath that I need to pay for, and then I'm gonna try to get some table decorations for our Thanksgiving feast. I'm gonna stay with my friend here so that people don't harass us. Oh, do you want a credit card? You could just Venmo me. Do you want to pay with the cash? I don't want to pay with credit card. Oh. Do you want to pay with my credit card?
it doesn't matter. I'll send you the money.
Yeah.
I'll just give you the cash.
Alright, so Target, surprise, surprise. Oh wait, where's the won't let us it won't take our cash.
Good.
Confirm.
Turn off the machines. Turn off the machines so they can't buy shit. the self checkout is really bad in this case
Alright.
because they actually do complete the
Oops.
transaction if they get away with it, so they can't be charged with shoplifting.
Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go back inside.
Oh my god.
Because we need to get some other things. And we like to shop like a normal person
They're just trying to
without
make
having people follow us around. Okay, so I think this time around we'll be a little bit better off. We're not recording you. Don't be stupid.
Isn't your face covered?
You're no one. Why would we be recording you?
You're no one. Why would we be recording? Put on your fucking mask. Like, what a... You're nobody. Why would I record you? Wow. What a fucking cunt. Like, definition of cuntish behavior.
The one that's wearing the mask?
Well, who is she? She wasn't even a worker.
Why are you betraying me?
No. We weren't recording you. Okay, so let's get some decorations. What happened to all the Thanksgiving decorations, I guess?
No, that's gonna be gone.
Well, alright.
How do you not feel like you're doing something wrong? Like, how do you not have a conscience enough to be like, you know, like, we're putting a lot of people at risk by doing this, by being selfish and wanting to do things our way. We should probably leave. No, they keep going around people too. Like, they walk near all these people. They're like talking to that lady. Oh, like they're it's not good.
Like, I wanted some leaves. Maybe we could use... I think we could use one of these things. Oh! Alright, so...
This?
Yeah. How do we like this? I don't know, why? You don't think it's pretty? Do you think it's pretty?
It's pretty.
I wanted something that's like, that could be reused because she's gonna be going home with all this stuff. Alright.
That's it. That was probably one of the most infuriating Karen videos we've ever seen. Very, very upsetting. Just that people like that even exist. But, you know, what are you gonna do, right? You can't change them, right? There's no way to change them. You just have to make fun of them. So, let's get into relationship advice before we go. We go Reddit. And what do we got here? I have to feed my cat in a second. So, yeah, we're gonna have to speed this up. And I have to feed myself too. Alright, this one sucks, but we gotta help this kid. A friend, 19 male, told me, 18 female, to go kill myself during a fight. How should I respond? Friend found out that I was able to get a vaccine while he is still waiting for one. He responded by getting mad at me about how unfair it was that I got one while he could not. I got upset at that and called him an asshole for being upset that I was protecting myself and my family, and that I would be glad to hear if a friend was put before me in line, but that I understand why he was upset and how unfair it inherently is for him all the same. He responded by calling me a bitch and said to kill myself. I have a history of multiple suicide attempts and he knows that. Thing is, I could have brushed that off and stayed and stayed friends if he took a few days off and apologized. The pandemic has been really hard on him mentally. I was even willing to let it all slide and apologize myself since I didn't want to destroy our friendship. I talked to his dad about it, who is someone I thought of as a second parent, and he told me that we are both equally in the wrong and to cool off. I don't know what to do about this, and now I'm wondering if I somehow fucked up. Any advice on what I should do? Am I being unreasonable in my response to him? Why is he getting mad at you for doing the right thing and getting the vaccine at the opportunity that you could, at the first opportunity that you could? That's smart. He should be like, wow, that's awesome that you got the vaccine. When my friends got the vaccine, I was like, dude, that's great. Sure, I was like a little jealous, and I said that. I was like, dude, I'm so jealous. Like, I can't wait to get it. Oh, then we can all do stuff again. Like, there was a different attitude. This is his problem. If he's getting mad at you for the fact that you went and got a vaccine before him, that's too fucking bad. That's his fucking problem. That he either didn't try hard enough to get an appointment or doesn't qualify yet. That's too fucking bad. That's not your fault that you can get one and he can't. It's not. It's not your fault. So do you really want a friend who at the slightest drop of a pin, at like the littlest fucking thing that is an inconvenience to them, tells you to go kill yourself when you have a history of hurting yourself? No, you don't. That's not healthy. That's not good for you. I don't give a shit about him. Fuck him. But you, for your own mental health, for your own stability, so you don't feel like you're at fault for doing the right thing for you and your family, get rid of that friend. You don't need them. That's my advice there. You just get rid of the friend. They're not good. They're not good people. You don't need them. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life. So that is my advice. That is what I have to say about that. Now, if you need me, I will be waiting for my professor to get back to me, bitching me out about how she didn't email me ever. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been the Short News Podcast. I will see you guys in a couple of days. You can follow me at Alex_Madore on Twitter or Alex Madore on Instagram. Yes, I will be there, and I'll be on Clubhouse later tonight around like 6 doing an OCD room. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. I love you very much. Thank you for listening, and peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location, yes. You want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets for Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocationexp.com/SB56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.